Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Dawson and welcome to the channel. Now if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I like this video. Now in today's video, we have week 5 of Madden 21 predicting the NFL season. So let's get right into this and look at, oops, I went into the wrong thing. Let's look at the scores and Madden's predictions from the previous week and see how they compared to real life. So here we are, week 4. Madden had the Jets winning and the Broncos won, so they're incorrect. The Panthers beat the Cardinals. The Ravens did beat the Washington football team, so there's one correct. The Steelers and Titans game actually got postponed, so when this game is actually played, I'll make sure to have this game knocked down with Tennessee winning. Our next game, we got the Buccaneers over the Chargers, so there's 2 right. Seahawks did beat the Dolphins, so that's 3. Chicago lost to the Colts. Jaguars lost. The Cowboys did beat the the Browns did beat the Cowboys, so there's 4 correct. Detroit lost. Minnesota won, so there's 5. Now the Rams won. The Raiders lost. New England lost. 49ers lost. And Green Bay lost. So I think Madden only had 5 predictions right in week 4. So that's pretty bad. That might be one of the worst ones so far. But anyways, let's get right into the week 5. Starting off with the Buccaneers at the Bears. Thursday night football. 14-6, Madden has the Buccaneers winning. I'm going to have to go with the Buccaneers as well. They came back against a Chargers team that is actually looking pretty solid with Justin Herbert. And the Bears were not looking too hot against the Colts. So I'll have to agree with Madden here. The next game we have Panthers versus the Falcons. Has the Panthers beating the Falcons 35-30. And the Panthers came off a good game against the Raiders, and the Falcons came off a terrible game against the Packers. I'm going to have to go with the Panthers this week, as with Madden. Then our next game, got Rams versus Washington. Madden has the Rams winning, and I'm going to have to agree again with Madden. The Rams are just better than Washington right now. The next game, Buffalo Bills versus the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully this game does go through, because, you know, the Titans got a whole bunch of COVID issues. But Madden has the Titans winning 27-14, but I think the Bills are going to win. The Bills are just a different team right now. Josh Allen's having like an MVP caliber season and is looking pretty good. Next, Eagles versus Steelers. I'm going to have to go with the Steelers along with Madden. Madden has the Steelers winning 21-18. Eagles came off a close victory against the 49ers, and the 49ers aren't even all healthy, and the Steelers are also looking good this year. Next game, Cardinals versus the Jets. Madden has the Jets winning 31-7. That is just not going to happen. The Cardinals are just a better team than the Jets, and the Jets are having an awful, awful year, and I'm surprised they have not fired their head coach. So, yeah. After that, got the Bengals versus the Ravens. Joe Burrow finally came off his first win, but I don't think the Bengals are good enough to stop Lamar Jackson. So Madden has Bengals winning 30-24, but I'm going to have the Ravens winning. Next, we got the Jaguars versus the Texans. Now the Texans just fired their head coach / general manager, Bill O'Brien, which is kind of a odd move, because now they just basically wasted 2020. And Bill O'Brien wasn't a bad head coach. He was a bad general manager, as he obviously traded away DeAndre Hopkins and for like David Johnson, and also traded like the first and second round picks to the Dolphins, which is kind of a dumb move. But he's a good head coach, but I think the Texans' philosophy is just going to be off this year, so for the rest of the year. So I'm going to have to go with the Jaguars over the Texans this week, despite what Madden says. We got the Raiders versus the Chiefs. Madden has the Chiefs winning 38-21. The Chiefs came off a close victory against the Patriots. And if the Patriots had Cam Newton starting, obviously Cam Newton came down with COVID, So that's unfortunate, but if the Patriots did have Newton starting, it would have been, I honestly would have thought that the Patriots would have won. Patriots defense had many opportunities to intercept Mr. Mahomes, and one of the plays was kind of a rip because the referees blew the play dead, and Belichick was too heated, and then the Chiefs got the ball off and could not get a challenge thrown. So that's unfortunate for them. But yeah, gonna go with the Chiefs this week against the Raiders. Our next matchup, we get the Broncos versus the Patriots. The Broncos threw like 3 interceptions against the Jets and still won, and that's just not going to cut it against the Patriots. The Patriots are going to win this one. So obviously, I'm going to go with Madden against the 31-28 victory. Next game, Dolphins versus 49ers. The Dolphins played the Seahawks pretty well past week, and I think it's going to be a good game, but I'm still going to go with the 49ers. The 49ers held a close game with the Eagles, especially with their injured roster. So I'm going to have to go with Madden and with the 49ers. After that, we got the Giants versus the Cowboys. Cowboys got absolutely stunned by the Browns. The Browns absolutely went off on them, and they had like 300 rushing yards, which is insane. So I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys still because the Giants are just not good this year. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, but Madden has the Giants. Next game, Colts versus Browns. This is gonna be an interesting game because the Colts defense has been playing pretty well the recent weeks, but again the Browns just came off a stellar game against the Cowboys. So I'm going to go with Madden. Madden has the Browns winning, and I'm also going to have to go with the Browns winning because it was just insane. Sunday Night Football, we got the Vikings versus the Seahawks. The Vikings finally came off a victory against the Texans, and the Seahawks won against the Dolphins, but it's a primetime game, Kirk Cousins is not good in a prime time, so I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Seahawks are firing off on all cylinders right now, so I'm going to have to agree with Madden. And our last game, Monday Night Football, we got the Chargers versus the Saints. I'm going to go with the Saints because even though the Chargers have been looking pretty well, especially with Justin Herbert, the Saints are just better, but I still think it'll be an interesting game. So, yeah, that is Madden's predictions for Week 5 of the NFL season. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!